Hello, first graders, and welcome back. This is week 12, day 5. For today's day 5 lesson, you will need your thinking cap, your listening ears, a pencil, your crayons, and your modules 3 and 4 EL workbook. Pause the video so that you have time to gather your materials, then press play when you're ready to learn. Now that your materials are gathered, push them to the side because we won't need them until the mid to end of our lesson. We're going to start our lesson with a familiar song, the Amazing Birds song. During our last lesson where we sang our song, we added some motions. Today, we'll do those same motions as we sing through the song. Just as a reminder, everyone will sing the chorus at the beginning and at the end. Then when it's your bird group turn, you'll sing that verse too. Here's the penguin group, the pelican group, the hummingbird group, the woodpecker group, the wood duck group, the blue jay group, and the chorus that everyone will sing. Put your eyes on the word all. Remember, we sing this part together. Stand up so that you have space to move. Ready? All birds have special parts, special parts, special parts. All birds have special parts that help them survive. Penguins have spiny tongues to grip prey. Penguins have flippers, flippers guide through water. Penguins have special parts that help them survive. Pelicans have pouch beaks that scoop fish. Pelicans have webbed feet to warm their eggs. Pelicans have special parts that help them survive. Hummingbirds have thin beaks sip nectar. Hummingbirds have fast wings that help them hover. Hummingbirds have special parts that help them survive. Woodpeckers have strong beaks to peck trees. Woodpeckers have strong feet, those feet grab trees. Woodpeckers have special parts that help them survive. Wood ducks have short beaks that grab acorns. Wood ducks have webbed feet to help them swim. Wood ducks have special parts that help them survive. Blue jays have throat pouches, those pouches store food. Blue jays have claw feet hold acorns. Blue jays have special parts that help them survive. All birds have special parts, special parts, special parts. All birds have special parts that help them survive. Great job singing Amazing Birds. Tell me, which verse was your verse? Good. Now that our voices and our bodies are all warmed up, let's look at our learning targets for today. Our first target says, I can reflect on my own learning. And our second target says, I can complete my performance task. First, we'll reflect on our learning, and then I will give you lots of time to work on your performance task. Our lesson will be short so that you have plenty of time to get that done. Let's start with our reflection. Let's prepare to reflect. Get out your modules 3 and 4 EL workbook. Then turn to page 50. You'll know you're there when at the top of the page it says End of Module Reflection Recording Form. Page 50. If you haven't found page 50 yet, just press pause, then press play once you found it. At the top of page 50, it says End of Module Reflection Recording Form. One thing I learned about birds is blank, blank. This box is where you'll draw an illustration to show a model of the one thing that you've learned. Then, on the lines below the box, you'll write a complete sentence. This does not have to be about your expert bird. This can be any fact that you have learned about birds throughout our module of learning. Then, at the bottom of the page, it says, one way I showed perseverance as a learner is blank, blank. You'll draw a model or an illustration showing us the time that you showed perseverance. And on the lines below, you'll write a complete sentence. First, focus at the top of the page. I'll give you a moment of think time. What is one thing that you have learned about birds? Go ahead and share. What is one thing that you've learned about birds? Good. Now you're going to write that sentence that you just told me on these lines. Then grab your crayons and draw an illustration showing me that new fact. Pause the video so that you have lots of time to finish that first box. When you're done, press play. Now let's look at the circle at the bottom of the page. The yellow circle is around the sentence, one way I showed perseverance as a learner is. What is one way that you have showed perseverance as a learner? I'll give you a moment of think time. Go ahead and share that one time that you showed perseverance. Good. Now you're going to write that sentence that you just told me on the lines. Then you'll grab your crayons and put an illustration of that time that you showed perseverance in the box. Press the pause button so that you have plenty of time to finish this section of the workbook page. Then press play when you're ready to join me. Hopefully, now you have this entire form completed. You have your fact and one way that you showed perseverance. By stopping to ask these questions and answer them, you are practicing reflection. You are reflecting on your learning throughout the entire module. That means that we can check off our first learning target. I can reflect on my learning. Check. Yes, I can. Our second target says, I can complete my performance task. I hope that you've been working on that performance task throughout this week. Today, for independent work, it says, complete your option 1 or option 2 performance task. Today's the big day. You are going to complete your performance task. Don't forget that if you need help from a grown-up, that's okay. Little by little, you've been working on that performance task. Today, you will complete either your video or your illustration art piece. Now, don't forget that the last step of both option 1 and option 2 is to share your work. So once you have completed your performance task, make sure that you share it. Now we have completed our performance task, so we can check it off. I'll see you next time. Enjoy completing your task and sharing it with others. You've worked so hard. Bye, friends.